All right. Coach Snyder, we'll start here on the left. Mark?
Well, I was going to say you had the second best suit jacket in here, but Sam left, so.
Right, true. I saw that red one.
So I guess the next question has to be, how do you feel about your performance of the defensive line today? You got a lot of guys in there and
Yeah.
got to see some new faces.
Yeah, we did. I thought we had a really good week of practice. And the challenge in here before we hit the field was let's transition that from the practice field to Kyle Field. And I thought the kids did that for the most part today. We still got some things that we got to get cleaned up, but we had a bunch of 3-and-outs. We kept them under 100 yards rushing, things that we should do. And it was nice to have the whole secondary together, to practice together for a week. And again, like I told you guys last week, to me, it's about improvement. I want to continue to see improvement. And I think we're at a point in time, a juncture where that should start happening.
We'll go to the right side aisle to Gabe, and then we'll go to Kate.
What was the key to getting such consistent pressure on the quarterback today?
Well, just I dialed it up. I'll be honest with you. We pressured a lot more than we have pressured because we finally could. It felt like we finally got to the point where all the pieces were in place. We had practiced together, and I felt comfortable calling some pressures because everybody knew where they were supposed to be. And I told the TV crew Friday that this would be our game where we start becoming who we have been, who we're going to be, who we will always be.
Kate, here in the middle.
You've talked about being opportunistic. Could you talk about Howard Matthews' pick six, and then second part of that, which personnel changes did you think really paid off for you today?
Well, I don't know. I got to go back and watch the film. I know we played a lot of young guys. I have a feeling between now and our bowl game and bowl prep, those guys are just going to get better and better. We made a conscientious effort to get Day in the game a lot, Noel Ellis in the game a lot, Sean Washington in the game a lot, and roll with those guys, and because they're coming into their own a little bit, and I was pretty proud of them. And we got some work to do still. There's no doubt, but a far better performance than we've had.
And then Howard Matthews.
Howard, I'm just going to be honest with you. He did good. He had a lot of tackles. Howard could have made some more plays now, and he knows that. I'm not speaking out of turn. He got it from me on the sideline a couple times. He had a chance at a couple more turnovers. And their receivers good. 87's good now. He's going to make a lot of money. But at the same point in time, we felt like that Howard could have made a couple more plays to get our offense back the ball. But he played pretty well overall.
Here in the middle, James.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about the importance of this game, the performance your defense had, to your defense's psyche after, I don't say poor performances, but you guys had rough games the last couple of weeks?
We've had rough games all year. What are you talking about? Specifically. Yeah, specifically. Yeah, well, those are two. LSU had a hard time with Ole Miss, too, now. There's a lot of people going to have a hard time with Ole Miss and Auburn offensively. But anyway, it was a good confidence builder for us. I think football is a game of confidence. And last year we started the Florida game and played pretty well against them, and the ball started rolling. We need to play good again next week, and then again good the next week, and then we get a bye week, and then we go to LSU, and hopefully that ball started to roll.
In the middle, Olin.
Coach, could you sense, as well as y'all were playing early, any maybe negative thoughts of here we go again or anything like that?
I didn't.
When
no.
they scored the 17 points.
No, I didn't. I tell you what was most impressive to me today was our kids finally started playing to the crowd. We got great fans, and wow, for the first time, you could tell the game's slowing down for everybody. I noticed last week the crowd got kind of loud, and we got guys out there just like, okay, I guess they're getting loud. Today, they were feeding off of that. They were encouraging that. They were. It was a great. I looked out there, and again, different than last week. Our crowd's going crazy, and I see our kids starting to get into the groove, and that's a good thing. That's mojo. You can't put a price tag on, and I think the game's really slowing down for them a little bit, and they're starting to enjoy playing on Kyle Field, and that was the whole message this whole week.
Olin, you have a follow-up?
Yeah. I'm sorry to forget what my fault was.
It's okay.
Anything else for Coach Snyder? All right.
Okay, great.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Coach.
gang.
This is the last one.